Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world live on ESPN, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer, Vasiliy Lomachenko, wearing blue trimmed with yellow and weighing in at 134.6 pounds. He's a two-time Olympic gold medal champion, and now as a professional has captured 2 world titles and has a record of 10 victories with 8 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat. He's the former super featherweight world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Dami Gospoda from Odessa, Ukraine, Vasiliy Lomachenko! Red corner, with his trainer, Jorge Linares, promoted by Taken Promotions and Golden Boy Promotions, wearing black with gold and officially weighing in at 134.6 pounds. An outstanding professional record consisting of 44 victories, including 27 big wins by knockout, only 3 defeats, undefeated for 5 years. From Barrenas, Venezuela, former super featherweight world champion, the reigning and defending WBA Ring Magazine lightweight champion of the world, Jorge El Niño de Oro Linares.
Critical for a southpaw, so that they have the advantage to shoot that straight left hand. There it comes with it as he fires it for the first time.
Another thing, he knows exactly where that foot is because he's been facing a steady diet of southpaws, in large measure in preparation for Lomachenko.
The chance for Loma have already started up here at MSG.
Where you look at Linares' head is staying right in the middle. Look at Loma. He gets that head off the line. Look, just like there. He gets that head off the line. Off the line. That's the firing range there. That's what he does well.
Number one thing as it pertains to range, Linares has a 3.5-inch advantage.
That muscular back of Linares is just naturally the bigger man. And then you rehydrate after the weigh-in yesterday, and it's so noticeable. Left hand to the body from Lomachenko. End of 1.
The gym was closed for the 9 rounds. And what Mr. Honda did afterward, forget managing, he trained him. And they spent a lot of time on the power jab and power shots in general.
He was promoted exclusively for many years by Mr. Honda, Tokyo-based promotions, and then a co-promotional agreement in 2010 with Golden Boy Promotions, and give Golden Boy, Mr. Honda, as well as Top Rank, a lot of credit for what often doesn't happen in this business.
Is because of Jorge Linares. This is what he sees as his signature fight, and he appealed to what's best in Lomachenko to make it happen.
Good combination from Lomachenko. Touched him to the body and then split the guard upstairs.
Linares standing that mid-distance range right there. Got clipped with that combination by Loma.
He started to learn boxing at only 4 years old, his stance, how to throw a punch. Then he was pulled out of boxing to do traditional Ukrainian dance classes. His father, Anatoly, who's by his side to this day, didn't let him return to fight until he was 13. Those Ukrainian dance classes, he says all the time, have paid off with the angles. There's body work down from Linares.
Well, Linares is doing well this round, in my opinion.
I agree.
He's hitting Loma with some good shots over the top. He's staying home, and he's returning fire. He knows he's the bigger guy. When Loma stays there a little bit too long, you see Linares step to him with combinations.
See, here's the beauty of Loma as defensive prowess that we rave about, like a Mayweather or Pernell Whitaker, a willingness to do that.
You step inside, you go to the body, but the body against a bigger man. Split the guard there with the uppercut, but how he did it.
The front feet of both men. often an indicator when you see southpaw versus orthodox as to who's having their way.
That he sees Linares throwing and the rabbit punches, so he told Vasiliy, be careful with those two things.
Lomachenko has shown any effect from. There's been some work to the belt line, but nothing that has strayed beyond that. Here's a split the guard left hand from Lomachenko. Now he gets into the pocket, threw up the combination. Linares gets space on it.
I'm surprised that Linares is actually just standing right in front of him.
Comes in with a right hand against Lomachenko, blocked by the elbow. Good body work and a combination from Lomachenko. He landed that left hand just under the right elbow of Jorge Linares.
Loma starting to turn it up.
And as soon as Linares thinks he knows where he is, he disappears to the right. Lomachenko.
Offensive-minded, the best of both worlds. There is the tally.
Loma's getting real busy now, working his combinations up and down. He changes levels, gets his head out.
Little up jab coming off that right hip, Tim.
He got his head off the line and threw that up jab.
Combination, it included a left hand to the body, and then it finished with a left hand upstairs.
If I was Linares, I would try to push the fight a little bit further out.
But Rudy Hernandez is in his corner.
Maybe Linares is getting a little frustrated.
Well, that is one of the questions that is always needed to be answered against Lomachenko. Handling the frustration. Can Linares handle the pressure of Loma's mental warfare with the physical warfare with aplomb? Will he stay cool, stay to the plan as this crowd roars with the angles?
High pace. Moves around a guy. Ooh.
There's a right hand from Linares.
He timed him with that right hand.
That was nice. And right back to the jab.
Third World Championship, he will be moving to #1 position in my opinion.
You're biased, Tim.
No.
In some respects, you discovered Bud Crawford in the sparring session, which ended with him really having his way with you for that time.
For now, the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, according to ESPN.com, is in the ring.
I have to mention, size does make a big difference. It does. But only if you use it in the right way. As a 2-inch reach advantage, Linares is physically bigger and stronger.
Naturally smaller man is stalking the bigger champion. Tried to come with that right uppercut, and as soon as he does, Loma's in the pocket, return fire with a 2-punch combination from Linares. But look at Lomachenko, comfortable in that hot kitchen. Will break him. There's an angle, lost his footing for a moment just as he was throwing that left hand. But you see how the angles of Lomachenko can create the offensive opportunity.
Beautiful angles, getting off that line, spinning around his opponent, trying to land combinations, and Loma's having his way with him in spots.
Against his own interest, you know, the bigger man wants to be outside in this case.
Yes.
The smaller man wants to be in.
Good combination, and a left hand scores for Lomachenko. And his ability to still punch off of them. Round number 6 of this title fight. I'll tell you can start to see swelling, especially around the left eye of Jorge Linares. Discoloration around both, but swelling around the eye. We will watch for that. Good combination from Linares as he landed a left hand. Now remember, he had the warning earlier. Another warning here from Ricky Gonzalez.
Especially we got punches. Guy gets off the line real quick feet, get around you with shots.
But he talks about music, about beats.
Good work from Linares. Much of that blocked, but still offensive output. And look at Loma, stepping right to him, landing a left uppercut, and then an overhand right at short distance from only a few inches away. Nearly caught him coming in with a left hand, did Linares. Great ability to get away and land a punch of his own.
Well, I think that the template was cut years ago with Manny Pacquiao. If I told you and say,
Linares caught him! Lomachenko goes down! What a turn!
Here it is. Loma walking straight in, getting real overconfident, got clipped with the right hand as he came in. When you come straight down the middle, the firing range, guess what? Linares met him with the right hand, right on the button. That's the southpaw killer. Straight right hand. Boom, right on the chin.
Tim, we have said for a long time that Lomachenko is seemingly impervious to overconfidence. One punch can change everything. Let's see what impact it makes here.
The beauty of the sport is no matter how beautiful Lomachenko looks and invulnerable, guess what? He is vulnerable.
Ringside has Lomachenko up 57-56 through 6 rounds. Keep in mind, you just had a 10-8 round for Linares in that last round.
Short right hand as Lomachenko stepped in.
Don't sleep on what Linares is and what he's capable of.
Bigger, stronger, longer.
That left hand straight down there, as Lomachenko pointed out.
Linares, bigger, stronger, longer. Let's not forget that he is, in fact, the champion at 135.
It's easy to forget when you go through the resume of Lomachenko, but this is a guy in Linares with 44 wins, 27 by knockout, and has the belt. Blocking that uppercut was Lomachenko, then coming in with a right hand to the sternum. As Linares is tying up those hands for a moment, and Lomachenko fights out of it, comes with the right jab. Right hand tried to split the guard from Linares. Good combination, 1-2 from Linares.
There's a cut over the left eye.
Happens time and time again, and it's a significant one. We'll see how they tend to that. But now, for the 9th fight in his career, he is cut.
Lomachenko's going right after it, too.
He is going after it.
It's his nature, too.
But he's still making mistakes and stepping back. His footwork is great, but he does make mistakes with his footwork sometimes.
He caught him with a right hand on that cut. And then puts that right hand on that blood again. He likes that target, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He became a completely re-energized fighter as soon as he saw that cut.
I would too. When I see blood, that's what I did.
Good solid round for Vasiliy Lomachenko. 2 rounds ago, he was down. Now here in the 8th, he opens up a cut over the left eye of Jorge Linares. Digging in that adrenaline and applying pressure to that cut above the left eye.
Rudy Hernandez, the brother of Los Angeles legend Chiquinito Hernandez.
Taking chances is something that the last 4 opponents against Lomachenko were not willing to do. They quit on the stool. Is there a point when Linares may jettison the idea of winning on the outside? Placed that right hand, timed it perfectly. That was round number 6, but round number 8 had the ebb and flow swing back towards Lomachenko. Keep in mind what that accomplishment is. Going up in weight, trying to become the fastest in history to become a 3-division world champion. You saw Oscar De La Hoya sitting ringside, cheering on the fighter he promotes in Jorge Linares. Won his 3rd weight class title in his 22nd pro fight. Lomachenko, if he pulls this off tonight, would do it in 12. That would be the best in history.
A really good round for Linares right now.
Really?
Linares is that, yeah, I think it's a great round for him right now.
Really good round for Rudy Hernandez as well.
Coming back in that firing lane instead of going around.
Good start to this round from the champ. Jab into the angle from Lomachenko. Didn't come with the left hand behind it. Some more swelling around the eyes of Linares, but that cut is holding together for now.
Robert Diaz of Golden Boy told us that Golden Boy wanted to drop him. He insisted, no, the best is yet to come for Linares.
Excellent work on the inside by Lomachenko moments ago.
Then you see Linares step around.
Fires back with the right hand.
Linares pulled the Lomachenko.
Yes, he did.
Once again, that southpaw jab hitting the target of that cut over the left eye of Linares.
This is really high-level stuff.
Unbelievable stuff. Right in the center of the ring. And Linares goes down. Lomachenko scores the knockdown. It's over. It's over. He did it. Lomachenko, the fastest in history to become a 3-division world champ. One of the very best. Take us through it, Tim.
There's Linares. Lomachenko landing combinations on Linares. Finds that liver shot. As Linares tries to throw that right hand, he found a little spot.
Right there.
Right there underneath the arm
Left hand
of Linares.
liver shot, as they say, on the button. Boom! Wow. Good luck surviving that.
Let's remember that.
Here's Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Madison Square Garden, the end comes as referee Ricky Gonzalez lets the champion is unable to continue. The winner at 2:08 of round number 10. And new WBA Ring Magazine lightweight champion of the world, Vasiliy Lomachenko.